everybody. Welcome to another day on the bus. It's going to be an exciting day for me because I love working with oak. Oak is one of my favorite hardwoods. Kind of inherited that from my dad. He was a big fan of oak, and so am I. So what we're doing today is we're going to be building and hopefully getting to the finishing of all of these oak runners for our 12 bunks. So there's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, and 4 on each side for now. There will be a bottom runner and a top runner as well, and as well as some strips here. I'm not going to focus on those today because those are going to be even more specially designed. I'm going to cut grooves into them so that I can hide LED lighting. Basically going to make an LED light key. So the floor will light up and this will light up with some cool mood lighting. So what I need to do today, you can see what I've done here, is I've notched out this wall. Originally I was only going to come with my boards. I'll show you on this one. I was going to come with my boards just so that they sat flush, and then maybe put a metal bracket, in that back corner. But upon some further review and some solid advice, I've decided to notch this in here. Now what this is going to do is it's going to add an extra layer of strength, because now we're sitting this bed rail, which is it has a dado groove in it, so it's holding up this plywood, but it's also being held up by the wall. And so this is never coming down, ever. This is gonna hold, I bet you this will hold a 300-pound man. And that's what we want. We want to be able to hold a lot of weight and be safe, sleek, and I want it to look good too. So what I have to do now is I have to notch out this one, and that one, and I have to do the exact same thing on this side. So I'll notch all these out. I've got the dados cut in these 4. There's 2 I haven't cut to length, but these 2 are cut to length. I'm also going to router the edge. So this is a 90-degree angle. It's quite sharp, for climbing in and out. Also, I don't want it to chip, so I'm gonna round this edge off, and I'm also gonna put a 45 chamfer on the bottom, but only up until my piece. So this is gonna come over top here, and then you can see I've marked out that line. Ignore the one with the squiggly in it, that was the wrong one. So I'm only going to come to there, and the rest of it's going to be square, so it's going to have a nice finish with the other pieces that are going there. So I've got my work cut out for me today. Got a lot of stuff to do, but the sun is shining, and I'm going to be able to work outside. In the meantime, while I'm doing this, I'm going to test my stain out. I've got a dark stain. I think it's called espresso. I want it to be nice and dark. I think it's going to accent really nice with a really dark oak and this lighter maple. And so I'm going to test the strip on a scrap piece of oak, probably this one here. I'm going to test it on there and see if I can get away with 1, 2, 3 coats, whatever I'm going to need. In the meantime, we're going to start hacking away at those walls. All right, let's get at her. Well, that was a bit of a dusty job. I'm glad it's over. Now the fun begins. I can actually start putting all these pieces in place. I'll start with the two that I have the dados in already. Let me just show you how that looks. I'll show you on this one. So essentially, I just cut a groove into this piece of wood, and that groove fits on there perfectly, right? And so what that does is it strengthens. What that does is it strengthens this front edge. This is the only weak point right now because I've got aluminum back there, I've got a bracket here and there. So the only weak spot in this plywood is the face. But when you put 3/4 inch, I think it's by 4.5. It's technically a 1x5, but I think it measures 3/4 by 4.5. You might measure 5, I'm not sure. But when that's on there, this bed is solid. And with the added strength from going in these grooves, this bed is going to be extremely strong. So let's just carry on. Let's start making all these pieces.
I just wanna soak up every moment till the morning light. That's right, oh nothing feels like tonight, 'cause everything is perfect tonight.
Well, I didn't quite get as far as I was hoping, but I am making some progress. I've got these kind of cut, ready to go where they're going. All the grooves are cut out here. Everything's fastened in securely. And on the next episode, we'll just continue on. I've got some more pieces. I got, believe it or not, 1x6 is cheaper than 1x5. Because 1x5, I guess, is more of a custom piece. So I got 1x6 for the other side, which means a little bit more work. I'm gonna have to rip them down so that they match. But that's neither here nor there. We'll do all that on the next episode. And I guess we'll just sign off for now. Thanks for coming along. Appreciate it.
There you have it. Another episode. Thanks for joining along, and we'll see you on the next one.